Hello, crafters and artisans, and welcome back to Psychedelic Squid Fiber Arts. Today, I'm going to show you how to do foundationless crochet. I'm going to start with single crochet, then half double, then double, and end with treble crochet. I'm making this video because when I learned the process, it seemed overly complicated. But the reality is that it's just like crocheting normally, except for you'll pull through the first loop on your hook once before crocheting the stitch like normal, and you'll start your stitch in the base of the previous one. That's it. Alrighty, so first, what we're going to do is we're going to create our slip knot. So you can create this any way you want. This is just the way I make it. We're going to insert our hook, and then we're going to yarn over, and this is for single crochet, so let's do 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to insert into this first hook, into this first loop, wrap around. And instead of pulling through 2, we're going to pull through just the first one once, and then pull through the next 2. Then what we're going to do is we're going to insert into this loop right here, the first loop that we made. Make sure to grab the back one too, because if you can see there's 2 here, we want to grab both of those. We're going to pull up a loop, and the process is the same. You're just going to pull through that first one, and then finish your single crochet. And then the same thing, we're going to go back into that loop right here, pull up, pull through the first one. So it's basically like whatever stitch you're doing with a stutter step for that first loop. It's super simple. The only thing I would say is try to keep this first stitch loose, that first slip stitch, that first one loose, because if you make it too tight, it can make your work curl the opposite way. But we're just going to keep doing that. So you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is how you do a foundationless single crochet start. So again, into this back one, pull up a single loop, pull through 1, pull through 2, again into that loop, pull through the first one, just once, pull through 2, and there you go. That's how you start a foundationless single crochet. So again, for a half double crochet, you're just going to make a slip stitch, or like your slip knot. And then what you're going to do for a half double crochet, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and what you're going to do is you're going to go back to this first one, yarn over, insert, pull up, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to pull through the first loop once, and then pull through all 3. And then we're going to insert into that loop right there, so we're going to yarn over, insert. I like to grab that back loop just to make it nice and even. And then we're going to slip through that first one and then through that one. So again, yarn over into that first stitch right there. I like to get that back loop. Slip and then doop. Go yarn over into this. Slip that first one to the other one. So yarn over into this one, doop, boop, boop. Again, just a slip stitch before, and there you go. This is your foundationless half double crochet. So for your foundationless double crochet, it's the same stuff. You're going to do a slip knot, but this time we're going to chain 1 plus 3, 2, 3, 4, right? Gonna yarn over, insert here. Just again, now that we have 1, we're gonna pull through that first one, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now again, yarn over, insert into that first chain, pull through that first one, and then for a double crochet, 2, 2. And again, yarn over into that one, chain that first one, and then double crochet like normal. And again, can insert that first one, pull through 2, pull through 2. So the concept stays the same no matter how many you're doing. You're going to insert in that first one like you're going to do the normal one, and then you just pull through that first loop once and then continue your stitch like normal. And then there you go. That's foundationless double crochet. All right, and then for our treble crochet, it's the same thing. We're going to insert our hook, We're going to do 5 now, because you'd normally do 4 to turn for a treble crochet, right? We're going to wrap our yarn twice for a treble crochet. You're going to insert into that first one. Going to pull through just that first one, and then pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. And we're going to do it again. Wrap around twice, and then into our first stitch, which is right here. And you're going to pull through the first one, and then you're going to pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. All right, and do it again. Now, I personally don't like using Foundationless Treble Crochet. I just don't like using treble crochet in general, but there might be an instance where you need this. But it's pretty much the same. Just going to go through that first one and then do your stitch like normal. Oops. And again, into that first stitch. 1, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. And there you go. That's your foundationless treble crochet. There you go. Foundationless crochet. Hopefully made easy. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below, and feel free to visit my Facebook page or Instagram to ask clarifying questions or about things I haven't covered yet. Thank you all so much for exploring the depths of your creativity, and I'll see you next time.